I was nervous there because it went ahead and was giving me an error on the YouTube side of things. But it's not
Better come to you live.
Oh, we're live. We're doing it live, guys.
So live, it's live. Coming to you faster than I can get ready. Welcome to another episode of What the FiGPiN. How is everybody doing tonight?
What the FiGPiN?
What the FiGPiN is that?
Well, especially after today, man. What the FiGPiN Ultra?
Oh,
Lots
man,
to talk about today, man. Lots to talk about.
Stuff to talk about. You know, that's actually pretty cool. They've been providing us plenty of stuff to chat about. We have some fire things that they've been dropping for the last week, including the Ultra, which we'll go over. We have an epic guest tonight, episode 46, I believe. Another one in the books. We're nearing closer to 50. For everybody who's watching, thank you very much. We're super close to having 500 followers on YouTube. Make sure to like, subscribe, tell all your friends and family. We appreciate it. I'm sure we'll tell you all this as we get closer to the end of the show, but we want to wish everybody a happy holidays, Merry Christmas, whatever holidays. We will be with you again before then as well, but just take care of each other. Have a good time for these December times. And without further ado, Alex, welcome to What the FiGPiN number 46. How are you?
I'm doing good. How are you?
Oh, I worked 5 weeks in a row and I'm finally off, but it's basically taken me 2 days to try to like decompress and chill. So I've been taking it pretty easy.
How many days off do you
have? 2 weeks.
Nice. I also have 2 weeks off starting Friday. So it's going to be nice to have the rest of the year off and just kind of relax with family. So
I'm hoping something might go in my favor and I'll get a little lucky, but unfortunately I might have to go back to work on Christmas morning. So that'll suck, but it is what it is. John, what's up, friend? Other than winning a whole bunch of chases and having spent a whole bunch of money, how are you?
Yeah, we were just talking about that before we went live, huh? Yeah, man, it's going well. We actually we had a little snow on Sunday and maybe less than an inch, and then we're preparing for 6 to 10 inches Thursday into Friday. So yeah, I mean, lots of fun in the Northeast right now.
Oh man, that green grass and trees come with a price, I must say.
That it does.
Darth Pins, Kelsey, good evening. How are you? Welcome to the show.
Good evening. Thank you for having me tonight.
Oh, such a pleasure.
Unfortunately, I might be.
I'm sure we're going to learn a lot about.
Oh, sorry.
No, go ahead. By all means.
I was saying I just took a job where it was just kind of I wanted to start something new. And then unfortunately, the job that I really wanted reached out to me and said, hey, by the way, now we want you. So unfortunately, I'll be like, hey, you know how I just started this job 2 weeks ago? Might have to be quitting. So it looks like I might be free around Christmas time, just like yourself.
Nice. Well, to be wanted is never a bad thing. So for you to not only snag the first one, but then the one that you wanted to come back and say, hey, join us up, that's a really good blessing. That's awesome. Congratulations.
Yeah, congratulations, man.
Thank you.
What kind of job is it?
What fields of work are you in?
I'm in IT. I was working as a contractor on Fort Dix, which is right down the corner from us. And just training. I just hit about 22 years in the Army. So I'm actually a trainer. Awesome. So I was able to get this job because I was an Army trainer. And I just happened to get into IT at the same time. So just teaching the troops, IT,
very cool,
command post of the future, Blue Force Tracker, stuff like that. So
cool. Well, thank you for your service and appreciate what you're doing.
Thank you.
Yeah, a fellow IT systems admin. I love it.
Very cool. Can we go ahead and say hello to people in our chat?
Let's go ahead. Up, chat?
Battle, you have to go ahead and say something. They can't just watch you. You have to say stuff to them.
I said hello, chat.
We got Van Harris, Jibs, and Van Harris with his Ultra Pew instead of just pew pew. We have Jibs Steezy 0. We have Sandra, Nearby Leprechaun, JTM Vintage, Frozen Sith, Kay Swanson, Patrick Mason, Anima, Stephen Morrish, Pinup, Legacy Fox. How are you today?
Oh, what's up, Legacy?
Getty Up is in the house as well. Man, a lot of people. This
Getty.
is awesome. Zero, SP Dragon Ball. You know, a quick funny story about SP Dragon Ball. He keeps sending me stuff to try to make me spend my money on more Dragon Ball things that I don't need. But
I love when he does that. He
keeps
sends
sending me stuff to go ahead and try to spend
He
more
sends
money.
me turtle stuff all the time. I
Yep.
love it.
Vice Squad, Pin Up, Getty Up, Michael Carrier, Jose Escobar. Yeah, lots of great people. So, guys, thank you. Oh, Queen Nerd, got to go ahead and make sure we welcome her. Juno of Romans, I have not seen that username, so welcome. I'm not sure if this is your first show or not, but thank you for joining us. And Jason Nelson, man, this is awesome. Very cool. So, guys, I mean,
What was
we have so much to talk about tonight, and we have Kelsey, aka Darth Pins. So let's go ahead and get started, and I will let Battle and Alex go ahead and start there with some questions for Kelsey.
So I'll kind of chat in real quick. That person that you just said you hadn't seen before, what was their name?
You're gonna make me scroll all the way back up, huh?
Well, if they're in there, ask them if it is truly their first time joining, or if there is somebody else joining for the first time.
I also
Let
see
me
a
know. We'll
Buzzman
throw 'em
304. I hadn't seen that name. Setseon. Now you're making me scroll up, and I'm seeing some more. Oh, Juno of Romans. I have not seen that username before.
Juno Romans, if you're listening, are you a first-time watcher?
Yeah.
If so, I got a
they-
big XL FiGPiN coming your way.
They posted. So Juno of Romans, you Battle has chosen you.
Nice.
To go ahead and get which pin, Battle?
In lieu of our latest movie trailer drop of Spider-Verse, I figured a big old XL FiGPiN Kingpin might be good off the start.
Now,
Very
Battle, is that sponsored by Rudy?
This is another episode sponsored by Rudy. Thank you,
Hey,
Rudy,
Rudy.
for everything you do
Thank
for
you,
us.
Rudy.
Yay, Rudy!
Well, we
Make
appreciate
sure everybody says thanks to Rudy. Make sure to follow him at unknown locations. Tell him thanks for all the stuff. I have a feeling that it's only going to get better and better as it goes. So thank you, Rudy. We appreciate it.
Juno
Too funny,
did
man.
confirm that, yes, it is his first show. So thanks for watching, and please reach out to us via Instagram, and we'll get that sent over to you.
So, Darth, Kelsey, I'm not
John
sure. If,
froze like this on my screen.
Kelsey, I'm not sure if you've ever were welcomed into the community, but I always welcome new FiGPiN community members by saying, welcome to the community. Condolences to your bank account /wallet.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
I have to show you that wall over there and you'll see.
yeah, for sure. But yeah, I mean, so again, Juno, man, thank you so much for joining us. We appreciate it. Rudy, our sponsor for the show, a second time. Thank you for the pins. And Battle, if you reach out to us on Instagram at WTFiGPiN, we will go ahead and send us your address, and we'll have Battle ship that pin to you. So thank you so much for joining us. But let's go ahead and chat with Kelsey a little bit further and get to know a little bit about how Kelsey got into FiGPiN.
Blast
So,
us off, Alex.
Yeah, so tell us a little, you already told us a little bit about yourself, but can you kind of explain how and when you got started collecting into FiGPiNs?
It was by accident, actually. I'm a huge Funko collector. I have I don't know if I can show it over here. There's just, you can see the boxes of Funkos.
Oh, dude,
And-
look
Hold
at
on.
your room. That is so
What was that
sick.
huge Funko Batman there? Some purple Batman to your
Oh, yes.
Oh, it's not big.
This
I
one
thought
in the corner.
No. It's
that's cool.
Yeah, I'm
I thought
trying
it was
to,
like one of those XL Batmans. I was like, wait, I haven't seen that one before. That whole depth
yeah,
perception thing,
trying
every time.
trying to fund my FiGPiN collection by selling some of the Grail Funkos off right now. So, but actually, yeah, my first
that's a
FiGPiN
good
was
way
the
to trade.
Yeah, it's hard though. Funko's having a tough time right now with the values going down a little bit, but it's all a patient waiting game right now. So
For sure. So and Zero, sure enough, I love going ahead and seeing Zero's comments here. So Kelsey, he wants to know, is Jar Jar a Sith Lord?
they even had me on that conspiracy for a while until I think the man himself actually got very upset at people who asked him if Jar Jar was a Sith Lord.
What? I didn't hear about that.
Yeah, there was some kind of statement made, and he, from what I understand, GW got a little upset that no, he is not a Sith Lord. So theory was debunked, from what I understand.
It's all,
That's
all good.
hilarious.
Jar Jar's still a good character, though.
Yeah, I feel bad for I forget the actor's name. I mean, he got a lot of flack there for a while, but he's made a comeback. He had that show where he was doing the young Jedis or whatever it was there.
Yep.
Mohammed Best, I think was his name.
Sounds familiar.
Yep. But yeah, my first
I'm
FiGPiN was
unaware of all
the
that.
Mando box set.
FiGPiN on accident.
I got the Mando box set, kept them inside the box set, didn't know about the app, kind of collected a couple of them, and then I went to Celebration and started talking with some of the FiGPiN staff, and they're showing me the Ultra. This is how it works. This is the app. And then I started looking on eBay, and I'm like, oh my goodness, this is going to hurt a lot in the wallet. If you look in the chat, actually, I hooked up with Young Cash, and he's like, hey, I'll give you a sort of a small discount on this, but you have to join the Discord. That's the trade-off. And I said, okay, sure. And kind of like a trial by fire, immediately the group was just very helpful, helping me get pins that I wanted, and then logos. I was a logo addict, and making trades with people, getting in some of those mystery boxes, getting some of those APs that I don't collect, trading logos for APs, for common pins, adding a little cash to the trade. But it hurt fast and it hurt hard, but it's tapered off so that I can kind of concentrate on some more of the Star Wars that I really am missing out of my collection.
Yeah, what was it about the logos that sucked you in right away? I mean, was it just because that's what the hype was of the community, or was there a certain logo that you saw right away that just grabbed you?
A lot of the designs, just the I started learning, hey, at the cons, there's logo pins for each con, and little did I know that some of the FiGPiNs that I had purchased online, they threw a logo in the box, like it qualified for $40, $75, and I didn't realize until I went back. I'm like, oh, there's a logo in the box. And then I'm like, these are just well designed. Some of the ceramic pins I've collected in the past have been cheap. They've fallen apart. The pin has fallen off or broken off. And I just was like, wait a minute, there's at the time 60 of these pins, 70 of these pins. And I'm like, that's not bad. They're what, $10, $15 a piece? Yeah, until you start getting L1, L2, L5. A lot of trades, I would say.
14,
a lot of trades.
No,
most that
of
is
those
the
you named
most
I
elusive one.
I have not collected.
I'm missing 3 right now.
Logo game.
Which 3 are you missing?
I'm missing L4, L5, and the elusive L14. I'm not ready to mortgage my house just yet.
So what? 5 is the pink one?
I think it's a white or a.
Yeah, L4 and L5 it's like a gold and white, and then it's like a silver and white. Sorry, my logo pods are up there. I was looking at them. Yeah, so I have some logo pods. I did go ahead and when I saw the announcement for the What the FiGPiN logo holder, I had to go ahead and get that as well. So I know before the show, I think you were showing off some swag yourself of some logo holders, Kelsey. Look at this fancy color that's not even on the website.
Sith colors I tried to get. Joe was very accommodating.
Definitely very cool.
Yeah.
So we got three logos left. Is your Star Wars collection up to date? Do you have all the Star Wars? There you go, J squared. Yep.
I'm going to try to. I have most of the commons that I wanted to get. The Target Grogu is kind of the elusive. It's a lot of overpaying for it right now. I don't know if I can get you in there a little bit. So there's logos, and then there's what I have for Star Wars right now.
Wow.
There's some APs mixed in there that I was able to get my hands on. Again, making some trades, throwing some money into it. Getting into those mystery boxes where it's like an anime. My big win was I got a Hello Kitty. I'm not Hello Kitty. Sailor Moon AP that I was able to trade for a few APs, and that was actually a score. Great chance to get it and just help me get some of the APs now that I can't really get the logos, the last 3 logos I've been trying to.
Man, those Sailor Moons in One Piece lately are on fire. I don't really know too much about them, but I love the pins themselves.
I got myself 2 boxes just for the logos, just to help, trade up. Oh, look, there you go. You got one.
So
yeah, actually, it's been sitting here in a box. I just opened it. I've never actually seen one in person. They're really cool. I like them a lot.
So Kelsey, did when you got your Star Wars box set, and guys, help me out. I can't remember the pin that it was. I'm gonna say, was it Cara Dune that was showing up as Quill, or was it Quill showing up as Cara Dune?
No, it was Quill showing up as an anime character, I thought.
Oh, that's right. Yep. Sorry.
Yes.
So was your box set one of those that were affected by it?
I don't believe so. I didn't unlock it in probably 6 months after I bought the box.
Okay.
I didn't even know there was an app. Even though the little stickers come on all the boxes and say download the FiGPiN app, I'm just like, it's another thing I don't want to do. But once I got into it, and again, the community has been very helpful. Like you just ask a question, and there'll be 7, 8, 10 people that will just be like, hey, here you go. Here's a DM. This is what you're doing. No, don't do that. Don't reclaim it. Don't let it go. Just.
Here is this deep dark hole you're sliding down. Hold on.
Oh my.
Yeah. So Kelsey, if you're not aware, are you aware of the whole mix up that happened with that box set?
I heard rumors about it. Like you said, one of the pins was showing up as an anime pin instead, or the serial number.
Yeah, so showing up as an anime. Let me see if this is a box set. Look at this.
Oh, he's
right on top.
So I'm not too big of a Funko guy, but Alex and a couple other people told me that this landed the other day, and I just had to splurge and get it, and it's been sitting here for about a week or more, so I just don't opened it.
So yeah, so
thank you, Alex, for helping me spend my money.
It's funny. So yeah, it was Quill. Well, the box that I had an issue with Quill. So if you submit it to FiGPiN that there was an issue, they sent you the pin to go ahead and replace into the box. I actually even kept like the little, I know it's hard to read, but the little package that when they sent the pin, it says, please send back the original FiGPiN in the enclosed envelope. Not sending it back will forfeit your ability to keep the new FiGPiN in the FiGPiN app. So yeah, I mean, it was, there was an issue that they had it, the pin being directed to an anime character, and then obviously you had a chance to get the correct pin sent to you, and then you actually kept there was a bonus on the Quill if you sent the other pin back with them. So I didn't do it, so FiGPiN, don't hate me. I wanted to keep the error pin.
That's so funny that there is a secondary market that people go and hunt for misprints and errored out issues. I know I was at Target one time and somebody's found this certain toy that said the Nun on it, and it was really like Freddy Krueger or something, and they were like, oh, this is the coolest thing ever, and I was like, I'm gonna get the one that's correct, but all right.
Battle, you have a lot of fans going ahead and saying Battle's doing a low-key mail opening show.
Yeah, I got like 5 more boxes if we're ready.
Yep. And now I'm being told by Legacy Fox that I'm a bad person for not sending the bin back.
Oh, busted.
Yep.
Busted.
Do you have a favorite and least favorite pin, Kelsey?
So I was going to show off the Mando AP I just got.
Ooh.
But when I got a chance to think about it, when we did the donate money to the fan who unfortunately passed away at New York Comic Con, Michael, I believe his name was. This is one of those pins that we did we won it from, and Amato sent this out to us. So this is one of those, like, it's going to have a great memory that I'm never going to get rid of because of that.
Yeah.
And when I found out and started looking up Michael even more, I found out he literally lived 5 minutes down the street from me. and I didn't even know he was Mando Merc, and he went to the hospitals dressed up as Mando, and I'm like, oh, that's what my wife makes fun of me. She goes, "Oh, you're gonna go buy your Star Wars costume?" And I'm like, "But look at what he did. That's what I want to do. I want to give back and help out kids that can't, go and see stuff like that." And that was just when I started reading into his life. I was like, "This is just amazing." That unfortunately, he passed away what he loved doing, and she told me, "Well, I'm not burying you in a Star Wars costume. You pass away, just so you know."
I believe it was
in the
Mitchell.
will.
Come on, please.
Yeah, I believe his name was Mitchell also.
Mitchell, that's right. Mitchell. Yep.
Man, that story kind of gave me goosebumps. That was a crazy time. Thank you and everybody who's watching who did donate to that. That was a great cause. Thank you all very, very much.
Yeah. I mean, another shout out to Levi for, just being there to assist and help with, Mitchell as much as he could.
It's just a great community that pulled together. I mean, it's just since day one of joining Discord, it's just been very helpful. I had someone send me a free logo pin that was probably worth upwards of 150, and I'm just like, wow. I mean, like, what do you want for it? He's like, nothing at all. I'm like, no, I'm giving you something. He's like, nope, I don't want it.
Yeah, man, you find that a lot around the community. That is, it's truly an amazing group of people that, are wanting to go ahead and help others out and just welcome as many people into the community as possible. So it's cool. I'm glad you've had such great experience as well so far. How long have you been collecting? I mean, the box set came out, I'm going to say 2021? 2020.
That was my first set, and then I didn't pick up my next pin in probably till January, February of this year. And it was probably just something I saw, man. Oh no, I'm sorry. It was the holiday Grogu's. The holiday Grogu's I got.
The glitter Christmas suits.
The glitter, yeah. The FiGPiN released the two of them via email. I went in the site, bought the two. Okay, we're done. And then I get the email about an hour later that they did the other one. And by the time I got into the site, it was already sold out.
Yeah.
Oh no.
So it's one of those repurchased from somebody later on for double or triple the price.
Yeah. It was a great pin for sure. That's definitely cool. So speaking of holiday pins, right? I mean, we had our Hello Kitty common drop, right? So, and then we had our Mickey and Minnie common drop for the holidays. I mean, I'm calling them Mr. and Mrs. Claus, right? I mean, that's what they represent with the Santa, and looks like Mrs. Claus for both of them. And then all of a sudden, late last week, there's a surprise drop, or was it over the weekend? I can't remember. It was a surprise drop of the gold-plated Hello Kitty holiday ones. So, what were you guys able to get them? Kelsey, were you able to get the gold-plated Hello Kitty?
Yeah, I keep all the message notifications on now, so. Again, the surprise drop, Hello Kitty. Okay, that's common. Mickey and Minnie, and I'm like, oh, nope, that's common.
Yeah.
And then it was like, and I didn't buy them until maybe 13 minutes after they dropped because I wasn't paying attention. But I just found out my daughter is a huge Hello Kitty fan, so.
Well, good Christmas presents then. All right.
Yeah. Well, I'll show you what I got her just a second here.
I'm really hoping they do a surprise logo drop with the Hello Kitty gold set.
So, like, if you have,
that's another thing I feared.
To redeem an app.
I don't know.
Do you think they're the Hello Kitty? Or do you think it's? Oh, dang!
Those are some nice princesses.
All the princesses, my princess.
Very nice.
Very nice.
So let me ask you, Alex, what do you think? Why do you say the Hello Kitties would get you the logo instead of Mickey and Minnie?
Just because they're LE 500, so it's more limited. So I think it's going to be.
That makes sense. Instead of like 5,000 logos or something.
I don't know. It just would be cool. Little like cherry on the
250
top of the sundae.
Yeah. It definitely would be cool.
So
but I wasn't. I was not able to go ahead and get the Hello Kitty ones. I was busy at work, and by the time that I saw the notification, I was like, oh my gosh, I can't believe I missed the surprise drop.
You know what I drug my feet on is I almost didn't get the Hello Kitty ones. I broke down at the very end. I was like, I'm not going to get them. And then I had FOMO, so I grabbed them. But then while I was grabbing those, the Fugitive Toys, Aizawa, or whatever MHA it was, sold out before I could snag that one. I was kind of bummed about that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so it was like a little Spitfire, one after the other, and I didn't know which one to go for.
What I thought was interesting about the Hello Kitty gold set was that it was usually it's what, two, you know,
Two
per
per order.
person max or per order, but yeah, this time it said one per person, not like per order. It just said one per person.
Yeah, that was definitely interesting, and it was definitely a change, for sure. So yeah, I mean, hopefully you know,
Trying to
as many
spread the
people as
love.
possible are able to get, you know, the logo with that that strategy. So that's, you know, I mean, it's still a sellout and still cool, and the pins look great. So but that leads me into, is there going to be a surprise drop for Mickey and Minnie gold plated versions of those pins? So I mean, what do you guys think?
To keep those apps ready.
Yeah,
Right.
possibly. But maybe not, just because we have Ultra coming Friday.
True, very true. Yep.
Unless it's gonna be
Man,
closer
so-
to Christmas.
That kind of leads me in as Darth. How many, since Mando set was your first one, then you didn't pick up a few more till recently. How many pins do you think you have now? And what are your odds of getting that Ultra based on the qualifications, which we'll go over?
So we did have a pretty good in-depth chat on one of the Discord chats today. A lot of people were not happy that they didn't qualify. So I did check because I had a panicked kind of moment. I do have almost 2 million. I think I'm 90,000 away.
Nice.
190 pins, and then I had to double check because it said I think it said quality unlocked pins, which I wasn't sure what that was. at first.
Original.
Original pins. So then I got that, and then I have 3,500 score, so I think I'm good. But yeah, there's kind of a mini panic at a moment.
It sounds like you bit the bullet hard if you barely just started getting it and you already have that many. So congratulations, head off to you, sir. You are officially part of the FiGPiN hole.
It's the Discord channel is just so much helpful to help me get what I was looking for. Just going back and forth, and you know, I didn't really even think about it until I looked and I'm like, oh my god, I'm at 1 million. And then probably from 1 million to now has only been a month and a half.
Nice.
So
Do you
crazy.
do a lot of boosting, or?
I don't think I've caught a snap in 2 or 3 months or 2 months, but I've just been trying to get a pin, you know, put it in the UR, ask for boosts, do some of the Facebook boost channels, you know, hit the cohort, just kind of pay attention to that, boost people back, and they're willing to help you as long as, you know, you're going back and forth with each other. Just really get lucky with that.
Cool.
100%.
Another great part of the community.
Very true.
Boost awesome.
Boost. Yeah, I think
Alex,
there's another boost
I'll let you
channel
ask
somewhere.
my favorite question to Kelsey, please. I'm dying to know.
You want me to ask it?
Yeah, please.
Okay.
Ready.
So what is your single most expensive?
Hold on, Alex. Hold on. He has he has a wife, a significant other. You have to ask him if they're there to earmuff it first.
He looks like he's hiding in the basement. He looks like he's okay.
Yeah.
He showed the daughter's Christmas present. She good.
Right. What is the single most expensive FiGPiN that you have bought to date?
I would have to say it's probably a toss up between I'm looking at, it's probably either this AP or it's one of the logos. I want to say I spent $300 on one of the logos. I can't remember which one it was. It might have been either copper or rainbow at the time. They've come down a little bit, I've seen. But yeah, definitely the copper or rainbow was the one that, you know, like how much does that cost? And of course, you know, Mrs. Pins doesn't really need to know the exact amount. So it might be discounted a little bit on the saying, but it's all an investment.
There you go. Very true.
Yeah, it's
We've all been there. I still can't believe that Battle has spent more money than we have on an individual pin. That just still blows my mind.
Look, you don't even know what to say. He doesn't even know what to say.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Do we have a number for you?
I've probably spent more on a single pin and probably, unfortunately, as a whole collection. Although Alex might have me beat on the whole collection with her epic APs.
There's too many of them.
There is.
There's
There's
just
even
so
more coming
many.
out now.
So
This might net me a good AP at some point.
Ooh.
Oh, dang, look at that thing. That is awesome.
How many Funko Pops do you have, and do you only collect Star Wars?
I have 340, and I would say 75% of them are no, I'm sorry, probably 60% of them are Star Wars. And I've been trying to slowly sell off the non-Star Wars, just to help fund the FiGPiNs. And that's really what I've been doing, is just selling them, telling myself I can buy that now, but then I really just want to kind of earn it in a sense by selling some Funkos off. I don't know if anybody remembers the Hasbro, what was it? The Pulse Razor Crest.
Yep.
At the time I bought 3 of them. So, actually it's right. I think you can kind of see it over here somewhere. Maybe it's, can I see that right there? Let's see if I can get a little closer here. There it is.
Oh, look at that thing.
Oh yeah, that's awesome.
Those things weren't cheap either.
Just
I remember my buddy getting them.
Those are
it's
awesome
like
helmets
3
too,
at the time. Thank you. Like that's the other thing. I like to put those on and, just terrorize the kids in the house at night. Go to bed.
Helmets were super cool.
Oh man.
So I guess before we get back on the topic, all right, so I've seen the Razor Crest, some awesome helmets. It looks like you have a statue over your shoulder. What else? What else do you have back there? Oh, some Star Wars, Black Label.
Series, nice. Very cool, man.
I'll tell you, one of the big reasons that pushed me to FiGPiN was the quality of the materials I've been getting from Funko, from Black Series. A lot of damage. They don't really want to help replace them. They give you a hard time to replace it. They'll tell you that's not part of their responsibility, but then when you get it valued, they value the box with the toy. And they just kind of want to be like, well, with FiGPiN, I've been lucky, knock on wood, that I haven't had anything come in damaged. It's been much easier to collect. You can ask Mrs. Pins. She'll tell you how much the stress has been off my back that I'm collecting FiGPiN than Funko and Black Series.
Yeah,
This is Darth Pins. I love it.
In-box collecting is tough, and just like how you have in your corner there. And I think that there was a joke going around asking someone, I think in FiGPiN Chasers, another great group on Facebook. Someone asked, like, how do you display your FiGPiNs? And my comment every time is just like any true elite collector, in storage totes. So
I'm lucky that Mrs. Pins gifted me with the basement to able to
oh my god, man, this is awesome.
Like some of this stuff.
Look at all that cool stuff.
She said, "Are you going to bury it with you?" And I said, "Maybe."
Sure. Why not?
Hello, this is what's going to pay for you to get
Why
buried.
not?
Right.
Well, when the kids come in and take it after I'm in a wheelchair and I can't speak anymore.
Dude, you got some sweet stuff. That is awesome.
Thank you.
So how long has that taken you to amass? Have you been collecting for years and years?
I would really say so. When I was on active duty, from about 2009 to 2015, 16, excuse me, I met my wife. I had a house in Massachusetts, and I really didn't have a lot of room to store it. But being an active duty actually helped me get some of the things I wanted to purchase. And I really didn't go crazy until probably 2016. I had my first New York Comic Con. My first pop was a Deadpool pop. That's around here somewhere. And believe it or not, I bought not to get into kind of political, but I bought a Donald Trump pop because I wanted to be like, hey, this is going to be as divisive as this guy is, it's going to be a collector's item at some point, something unique that you're like, hey, they had a ball head. I really wish I got all 3 of them because they had Clinton and Bernie, just to have that like presidential collection. And but it's just that, and then just the bug caught me. I started getting into Black Series. I was in the Funkos, but just lately, it's been a tough market to purchase either one of them.
So,
He
and you
says-
just made me think about something. I assume that you may have friends or colleagues that are overseas, possibly in the UK. Have you had them on the hunt yet for the Hatbox Haunted Mansion? Is it Hatbox or Box Hat? Which one? I can't remember. Hatbox Haunted Mansion pin yet for the, or have you asked them to go ahead and look for the on Shop Disney UK for you?
I was excited because one of my buddies was going to Celebration in London, and he just told me that he's not going.
Oh man.
And I was like, dang, that's gonna, the taxes on that and the shipping are gonna be, I was trying to convince Mrs. Pins, like, hey, I think we should take a trip. We hit our 10-year this year, and I said, it'd be a great place to go is London. And then she starts looking around,
That'd
going,
be awesome.
wait a minute, isn't Celebration in London this year? I'm like, wow, that's so odd. What do you mean? What a coincidence.
Let's go.
We should go.
Yeah.
Well, I'm glad that Deadpool sucked you in, and since then you've just done maximum effort. So that's awesome.
Maximum effort.
Thank you.
So what character or license, Kelsey, would you like to see FiGPiN put on their Vision Dream board? I'm not sure if you've seen, from Flop 2, there was a secret tent that had, some pins showing that were not announced or released at that time that are already on there. So if you are aware of any of those, if there's something else that you would like to go ahead and see be, put on it, go ahead and share what your thoughts are.
I would say, obviously there's lots of Star Wars. There's some characters I still want to see. If I was going to pick something that was non-Star Wars, I was always a big Robotech fan back in the day. Back in the 80s, I want to say it came out.
Yep.
Huge Robotech. There's a lot of lines that they can bring, a lot of characters. There was, 3 seasons with different storylines. My kids love Bluey. We've kind of mentioned that in the Discord chats before. I would love to see a Bluey. Other anime I really couldn't talk about. I just haven't really had a chance to get into it, even though everyone's like, you got to see this. It's really good. You got to see that. My Netflix queue is building up because I just haven't had time to watch anything.
Yeah.
Like these ones who made me start watching MHA. Then I wanted to get those pins, and now I need to watch One Piece, and I need to watch Sailor Moon, and I think it's a never ending.
Speaking of which, so I know you guys might be thinking I'm crazy, but there is a story. So I have a Villains
Ooh.
MHA shirt on. You're probably wondering
Nice.
why do I have an MHA shirt on? Well, GameStop was saying that they don't support they don't support the less of the animes anymore, so they're throwing this shirt out, and they were putting all Dragon Ball Z shirts out. So I said, I'll take one. I still need the shirt.
You're so full of poop.
Burn.
Yeah.
Sorry. So Kelsey, if you have seen me and Alex have this little battle going on, and we always ask our guests, and I'm not sure if you've seen either of them, but Dragon Ball Z or MHA, what's your allegiance lie?
I would have to say Dragon Ball Z because I know it. I don't know much about MHA, even though that logo pin is on fire. But yeah, I've seen more Dragon Ball Z. I guess from what I understand, it's been around 15, 20 years that I know about. MHA to me is relatively like 1 or 2 years that I've heard it through the grapevine. But other than people here in Discord talking about it, I don't know anything about it.
Dragon Ball came out in the 90s, so early 90s. So
Okay.
it's been around for, was that 30 years now?
30 years, yeah.
When it could still be crude, that was the best part of it.
Yep. I was
Yeah,
watching Dragon Ball Dragon Ball Z when it was they were still releasing episodes of the Cell Saga. So
I went Voltron when that was coming out.
Ooh.
nice.
DBZ is for you old folk, right?
I mean,
Just
I'm
kidding.
22.
I do like Dragon Ball, so I'm just giving you a hard time.
Is there any social media that you'd like to share? Is there anywhere people can find, or do you share your collection anywhere online that people can follow you on?
Haven't really. I mean, the only thing I've really been is Instagram. I shut down most of my because of my security clearance. I shut down most of it. I deleted Facebook off my phone. I really just go on there to do when I come home on my computer, and sometimes I'll just log into it. But really, Instagram, Swan Soke, so SWANSOKE. I've become friends with a few of the members on here in the Discord. Midnight Geek, Jib Steezy, a couple of the guys I like to watch because they show their collections off, and it's another way to get with the members in the Discord other than just on Discord. You guys have some great collections out there. It's just awesome to see them.
Yeah, we like showing it off.
As soon as you came on, I'm like, wow, that's what I want to do, a nice wall like that.
Yeah. I want to put more up too, so I need some more of the Hero Complex or J Square Design.
These are going to be boxed up, and that'll be all FiGPiNs at some point.
That's awesome.
Oh man. So I have this weird idea that out of the Black Series pins or toys that I have, a few of the other toys that I collect, if there's a FiGPiN that matches the toy, I try to get one of each and like kind of display them together.
This is what I want to see right here. These two guys.
I was gonna say it's gonna have to be Darth Revan. Yeah.
I would say either make this a pin and this a chase, or vice versa. Mix it up, FiGPiN, where something's cool. Actually different. That's what I hope to see.
It's just a great funny character. That you have that, because I also was a collector of Black Series, and I actually have those two Black Series Darth Revan, so pretty awesome.
Which version that Black Series came out with? The first one, the second one, the third one? When I just watched the price of it just go like this, each version they came out with.
It's funny. I really started collecting Black Series and kind of went back and was trying to find some of the ones that I saw that I was interested, but I started because of Mando, and literally was, I don't know, a week or two past when they released the white box series for, the first edition, first release of the Mando series. So, that Mando white box became pretty expensive pretty quickly.
I missed that one.
Yep.
It was gone.
Yeah. Do we want to talk about the elephant in the room and start chatting about Ultra a little bit more?
I think we should.
Let's go.
So we have an announcement today with U2, which is the Altair. So you're talking about a 3mm thick copper plated FiGPiN. So the same quality as Darth Vader. They also announced today the requirements to go ahead and be able to purchase one. So it is 1 million. I always say this wrong too, just like Hatbox and Box Hat Haunted Mansion. You need 1 million collection power. You need 2,000 collector score, which anyone has that if they have a regular, they sign up for the app, they put 10 pins in their account, and then they have a logo image for or a profile image that gives you 2,000 collector score. And then they upped it to 40 originally unlocked pins. I believe that there was some information shared by friends of the show and to many people out there, Mickey's Walt, saying that there was about 860 qualified accounts currently that will be able to purchase that come this Friday, December 16th at 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time or 1 p.m. Eastern Time. So it's still $85. That is not free shipping on that. So it's $85 plus the shipping.
Plus the tax.
Plus tax if it qualifies for tax in your state. So yeah, I mean, it looks amazing. Excited to go ahead and see. I know that there was, and as Kelsey had mentioned, there was a lot of conversation today about all the requirements. Just the one thing that I guess, and I'm sure the four of us, at least the three of us I know will go ahead and agree on is we're all collectors. It's something that we're passionate about, and just be respectful and kind to each other. So I know that there was some possibly heated debates, some arguments going on throughout the different communities, or different channels. So again, it's supposed to be a fun thing. FiGPiN's awesome, so let's just go ahead and make sure we keep it that way. But yeah, it looks pretty amazing. So I'm excited to go ahead and be able to get the pin on Friday, and hopefully by then FiGPiN will be caught up. I know that they just announced this weekend that they still had some delays with shipping because of the success with Black Friday and all of that, but we hopefully will have it before Christmas, and excited to see those very first pictures of what it looks like in hands throughout the community. So Kelsey, I believe you already shared with us that you're already qualified for it, so I'm sure you have a couple of alerts, timers set to go ahead and go off on Friday to be able to purchase one.
2 timers.
Nice, very nice. And what's your thought with? I know that obviously you were excited about Darth Vader, although you weren't you weren't able to qualify at the time. You do have one. What's your thought with Altair and U2?
I just, when I heard it was Assassin's Creed, I got excited because playing the video games, when I started getting into the FiGPiNs and started saying, okay, my logo collection's done, let me see what I can get into now. I'm like, oh, they make some FiGPiN Assassin's Creed. And then I looked them up, and there goes that hopes and dreams right there. But I'm excited I can get my hands on this. Like I was discussing with you earlier, some of them I saw the picture for, like, that are coming down the road. I'm like, yeah, I'm not a fan. But what if there's some kind of bonus that you get all of them, or some kind of special logo because you have the Ultra collection down the road? It's something I just don't think I can pass up.
For sure.
So I'm definitely excited about getting it.
Very, very true, man. I'm excited for the lineup. I'm excited to see what FiGPiN does. When they start releasing more, the leaks of what the pins that they have planned for Ultra are going to be. And it's funny, I forgot about this, that Ultra Vader still does not have a common of that pin. So Ultra Vader is very unique, that it is only an Ultra. It's only that pose is only the Ultra of it. So pretty cool to see that.
Now, do we remember how long it took for U1 to sell out?
I'm thinking it was 2 or 3 days. I can't remember.
I don't know if you guys saw the comment from Nearby Leprechaun, but it definitely made me giggle over here. He said, "I'm glad I'm off Friday, so I don't have to take a 3-hour bathroom break."
The days running in the back. Oh, it was hilarious.
That's too funny.
Yeah. So
I'm sure it's just like
So
that for everybody.
Picking up your phone, going, "Hello."
Yeah, right.
Oh, I gotta take this. I'll be right back. I'm sure I'm not the only one, but it would be calm, cool, collected all morning. 5 minutes before the darn pin would drop, all of a sudden everybody would be standing at my desk needing help, claiming fire, dingoes and babies. I mean, it was just like, not right now. Not right now. Like any other time. Come on. And then it'd be quiet for the whole rest of the day. I was like, God.
So I know we had briefly talked about people were a little upset by the requirements, but I did a little math. And so I'm all about the math and the numbers. So just kind of bear with me. So if you think of like 3,000 unit like score for per pin, like, right? Just if you unlock it, roughly you're about 3,000. That's probably on the high side too. So if you have 3,000 and you need 1 million points, divide that 1 million by 3,000. That's roughly 334 pins that you need. to get to that million points. Times that by $15 retail, that's $5,000 of roughly money that you have spent on pins to reach that $1,000. So when people are complaining about people reselling it for $400, I think if you're not going to use the app, pay the $400. It's better than us chumps that have 9,000 points or 9 million points or whatever that have probably spent, a house worth of pins.
Very true.
So I'm just saying there's perspective, people.
Yeah.
And that's a good point too. Only at the 15, if we get to the con exclusives, if we get to a couple of the older market pins, $20, $30, $50 pins, I mean, it's a good little chunk. And while I've always been the first to say, I always hope that everybody can get the pins, part of the fun is the exclusivity of it, the rareness of them. And FiGPiN has always said that the Ultra is for the diehard fans. Like, you have to be invested, you have to love it, we're all for it. And so it's not easy to get. And I mean, we've definitely paid our dues. So I don't think it's extremely too far out there. I think the qualifications are very reasonable. As you can see, we have a guest on that's been collecting for not too terribly long, and he definitely meets requirements. So while it's sometimes a money issue, kind of like Alex was just saying, kind of weigh the pros and cons. I think it's definitely an expensive one, a good hobby you have to get into, but all part of the game.
I like seeing the comments because people are like so upset with Alex right now that they're like, I can't believe you just made me go ahead and think about my whole collection now.
It's true though. At this point, I feel like us people that qualify should get a Vader free, as in like, thank you, or not a Vader, but like the Ultra free. It's like, you've spent $5,000. Here is your thank you gift once a year. And I mean,
so, and just to,
I didn't spend $5,000. Did not miss his pins.
Hi.
They say hi.
Hi.
Welcome to the show.
Oh, thank you.
we're not talking about how much Kelsey has spent on pins.
Oh, I know.
No, nor his Star Wars collection. That's all around you.
All around.
Are you a collector of the sorts?
Not really. I just,
She lives through me.
yeah.
She goes, oh, honey, I can see you're excited, so I'm excited.
Yeah.
We hear you're going to England.
No.
No, I thought you guys were going like this a trip of a lifetime to London.
He's trying real hard.
Yep.
That's funny.
Maybe next time, honey.
That's a sympathy.
We're trying to help you, Kelsey. We're trying to help you, man.
Well, if
she's put up with a lot of
my.
She's been very patient and very understanding. She knows, not to bring up anything, go in a different way, but having a kind of OCD, which was kind of amplified by my time overseas, this collecting has kind of helped ground me. So she's supportive of that, as long as it just doesn't go too crazy, $1,000 pin. No, you are not getting that. So the voice of reason comes in and says, and I go, you're probably right.
So Mrs. Pins, do you, I'm not sure if you've heard of it, maybe Kelsey doesn't even aware, but Battle has, his significant other, wife, fiance, and I have my wife as well, that they've created this group called SOFA. So the acronym is Significant Others of FiGPiN Addicts. You're more than welcome to join if you need support from the spouses.
You dropped the headset.
So you're more than happy to join the group if you need some support there from the other ladies.
You forgot Joe in there, okay?
Joe also, yeah. But Joe likes collecting too, so.
Oh.
Yeah, you should see him, like, especially if we go to Flaps. especially if we go to Flaps, all of the sofa group members get together and
Big
like
Pen
plot
Warehouse.
and scheme, like how are we going to come into the middle of all this?
Yep.
I gotta check that out.
Yep.
Interventions, they're for real.
What is that on Instagram?
Instagram. They're also on this WTFiGPiN.
Okay.
Yep. Yeah, so it's all fun. We try to enjoy, and our wives and husbands, they all hate us. So
Thank God that our significant others stick with us through thick and thin, because we can be a pain in the butt.
Because of
Let me
this
tell
thing, it keeps them
Yep.
there.
you.
Just a
are
little
you
pain in the butt.
are you a fan of Star Wars, or are you like, I wish she would go ahead and collect this because I like this show much better?
No, I love Star Wars.
Awesome, very cool.
Yeah.
We walked around New York Comic Con this year. I would say 75% of it, we didn't know what it was. So we decided that we were going to start doing the Star Wars celebrations from now on, because at least we know what everything is there.
Yeah, I liked it so much
Yeah.
better than Comic Con.
Nice, very, very cool.
There was a lot of cool stuff at that. I didn't get to go, but I lived vicariously through people's posts, and they had so many cool Star Wars things there.
The one thing I will learn, you have to go more than one day, because we stood in line for probably half the day,
Yeah.
chasing autographs and pictures, just because Disney would grab them, Lucasfilm would grab them, the Star Wars Celebration would grab them, and I think it took me 4 hours just to get to see Ashley Eckstein.
Wow. Yeah, I mean, it's an investment for sure. That's pretty impressive that you stood there that whole time too, doing all that.
Laid, stand, sit down. I was beat.
I bet.
There was a
They're
lot of
tough.
times where I just sent him out. He can go wait in that line, and then I just walk around myself.
She got to enjoy it. I didn't.
That's the way to do it. What state are you guys in?
New Jersey.
New Jersey. Yeah. It's awesome.
The
East Coast.
the state where there's not really, other than New York, there's not really much. All the fun stuff seems to happen on the West Coast.
Is that where they are?
Some of them are.
You
They're
guys are
trying
on the
to
West
get
Coast?
more and more over there, they say.
I'm in the
Oh,
Midwest.
sure hope
I'm
so.
near Chicago.
No, I'm actually a state over from you, so I live in Pennsylvania.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
Awesome.
I'm a little transplant, normally from the Southwest, Albuquerque, New Mexico, but also in the Permian Basin in Texas too. So kind of drift around. I'm never in the same spot.
That's right.
Okay.
So, and Mrs. Pins, I'm not sure if Kelsey's ever shared with you, but there is this battle going on of EST is greater than PST. So we always, and there's some people
Mountain Standard Time works.
there's some people in the chat, shouting for EST.
There it goes.
EST, so
It's popping up right now.
I see it going.
so it is the better of the two time zones, just to let everyone know. But
And the sun does rise here first, so.
Oh yeah, look, it's going up.
yeah, awesome.
That's too funny.
What else we got?
We have we have the FYE Tanjiro. I know that it went ahead and was I think it showed up in a store, and then obviously there was the online drop finally. So that is available. So make sure you're checking that out at fye.com, or go to your local FYEs to see if that pin is available. And then tomorrow, my favorite Disney movie, and I forgot who it was, but someone was saying that you're calling Nightmare Before Christmas a Disney movie is like sacrilegious, and I was like, it's the best Disney movie. So I'm excited to go ahead and have a new wave of Nightmare Before Christmas. We have Jack, we have Sally as FiGPiN Commons, and then huge supporters of the show, and we are just as much of them. Yes, I say huge funny, so I don't know, these guys make fun of me about how I say huge.
Huge.
Yep. So we have Lock, Stock, and Barrel that are Fry Guy exclusives. So make sure that you're checking them out tomorrow at FryGuyPins.com. They will be definitely doing some pretty cool stuff, but you'll also have Merida, as well as, help me out, guys. Why can't I think of the other princess that they have? Rapunzel, right?
Rapunzel.
Merida and Rapunzel. So if you haven't picked those up, here's an opportunity to go ahead and do so. But then you also have 3 amazing exclusives as well in Lock, Stock, and Barrel. So Fry Guys, congratulations. So excited to
They've
know
been
how to
doing
get those
awesome
pins for
stuff.
sure. Yeah.
They
Now,
their
being
website's launched,
being
of
a Star Wars
course.
fans, are you guys also Disney fans as well? So do you branch
Yeah.
off into the other, I know that you have the Disney princesses, so I mean, do you have any other Disney pins that you enjoy?
I do have. I just got this off of Pops and Pins.
Shout out
do
Pops
follow
and Pins.
Mickey.
What up? Yeah.
It was a
Very
Black
nice,
Friday.
yeah.
And then I think that's really it for that. We do follow a lot. We try to catch all the new stuff on Disney Plus. We haven't watched She-Hulk yet. I don't know if anybody can say that they like that show, if it's been good.
I
Haven't
like
tried it.
Enjoyed it. It was different.
So I know that you got the princesses for your daughter for Christmas. Did you pick this one up for her also?
That's the one that's like, yeah, that's the wallet biter right there. I don't know, why is that one? Was it an exclusive? Was it limited?
So it was a D23 Expo 2019, and it's only sequence of 5. It's the lot size is 500, so pretty limited.
Old
I've heard
one,
they've-
D23, low run, yeah.
Yep.
Like Best Buy lost a bunch of pins at one point, and Target did a bunch of lost of pins, and so it becomes, some of them are like super rare because of those numbers are just gone. I don't know if it was a Disney one
Best
or
Buy's number 2, which is all the way up there. It's a Super Saiyan Goku that was in a Best Buy exclusive box set. So it had a shot glass, it had socks, I'm pretty sure a pint glass, and then it also had a Vegeta pop in it, along with the FiGPiN of Super Saiyan Goku.
The funny
From
thing
one-
is, I saw that box set in store, but it was the common Vegeta that popped that I think we already had. So we're like, oh, we don't need that box set.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah,
Oh,
and
no.
it was selling for, if I remember correctly, it was like a $35 box. Sales weren't too well with it, and I think obviously because Funko was the the bigger point to it than it was a regular common. But it's a lot size of 5,050, I believe. Best Buy doesn't know what happened to 4 or 5, 4,000 of them. So they're gone somewhere.
4,000?
And then what was the other pin that you had mentioned? Target, right? So you're
was it?
looking at the Org 13 Mickey.
That's the one.
Yeah. So I mean, the whole lineup of the Kingdom Hearts is pretty amazing, and Org 13 Mickey was an exclusive to Target. I was lucky enough to find 5 at my Target. I found 2 when it first released, and then randomly they had put 3 on the shelves, and it was sitting there for a while. And all of a sudden, some people were like, "Oh my god, I can't find this. If you can pick it up, and if you see it," and I'm like, "Yeah, there's 3 at my Target. Like, I'm pretty sure they're still there." And I went, and they were still there, and so I helped out those 3 collectors. So it was pretty crazy just to know that there's a couple of thousand Mickeys that are sitting out there somewhere.
Landfill.
Yep.
Well, same with the GameStop logo, right? That was handed out to managers, and a lot of them got thrown away.
Yeah, I mean, the stories that we hear is that as the managers were walking away, there was either a trash can by the table that FiGPiN was at, and like they were just like tossing the pin into the trash. They're like, like, okay, it has our GameStop logo, it has our GameStop colors, but what's FiGPiN? Like, I don't care about this. So yeah, so there's out of that lot size of 500 logos, some of them will never be found because they're in the trash in some dump somewhere.
Because only
I-
23% of them have been claimed.
Wow. I have been thinking about this a long time. Maybe I've asked it before, but I feel like I've always forgotten. I have never seen an AP Goku number 2.
I'm sure
It's-
Mickey's Well probably has one.
It's pretty
What do
elusive.
you got? I can't see it.
He hasn't said anything yet, but it's pretty elusive.
Are you drinking booze?
I mean, out of a run size of 5K, wouldn't you think there would be a handful of them out there? But I don't think I've ever seen one.
Yeah, I know it's I mean, obviously you're talking about the very first you know, the first
Which is always
FiGPiNs,
good.
right? So it's hard to go ahead and get those APs for sure. Do you, Kelsey, I know you showed some Star Wars APs. Like Alex, are you just as crazy trying to hunt down all of the Star Wars APs?
I would like to get what I can of them. I know they're starting to go way up in price right now, and until I can really catch up on some of these Grail Funkos selling them, Mrs. Pins is like, hey, you can get it as long as you're just, you're trading out what you have to use that, not just taking stuff that we need for the house or
Right.
You're like, right. And that's what I've been doing really is just, I'll sell a couple of Funkos, try those mystery boxes, get something that somebody wants, and just but there's a lot of ones that are now becoming like the 50s, the limited runs of 50s are like, you're looking like 250 to 450 depending on who's got it. You can work with them on it. Most of them just been able to trade with somebody or get something they want. I've been lucky that I've collected a lot of stuff that just isn't, that I've bought in for low money, and then now they're. Do you know the Power Rangers, Hasbro Power Rangers that was associated with the NFT? It just came out.
Battle will be the one to answer that question.
I tried
able to
so
get my
bad
hands
to
on one
get
of
those
those.
NFTs.
I just sold it on eBay, so that money is going to go towards an AP eventually. I had 3 of those Mando ships.
Did you get the? I don't know exactly what it was. Did you get the like special Green Ranger one?
It was the black one, the black Zord,
Sweet.
Megazord or Mega Dino or something.
Yeah.
I saw people selling them for $700 on eBay,
Man,
and I was like, I just really want to get it for $300-400, and then, yeah.
Now,
For something that costs
I
maybe
tried
$100.
so hard.
do you have a Dengar AP?
Dengar, no. Somebody had one on, and they were trying to. They offered it to me, but I was looking for more like the Mandos first, a lot of the Clone Wars first. I was able to get both Bo-Katan's helmetless and helmet before I went after those guys. IG-11 and then Dengar were a couple that were offered, but I was trying to get some other ones first.
Nice. I'm not sure if you know who Jason Nelson is, but he's Jay Nelson on Discord. He says if you got some Grail Funko that he needs, he'll go ahead and you could talk to him about some trade for pins. So
okay.
Yep.
That's awesome.
What up, Jay?
Jay Nelson is a trusted person.
Oops.
He's an awesome collector as well as a great addition to the community. So we vouch for him.
Okay.
100%.
Awesome.
Very cool. Awesome. Did we have anything else, guys? I think that was everything.
The only thing I wanted to bring up is I'm interested to see if they're going to keep the perks for the Ultra 2 the same as the Ultra 1 with the snap. And then are we all going to get an increase in collector score? So aka, increased boosts, or is it going to be a specific, to each Ultra, whatever kind of like functionality?
Yeah, I know it's not something that was announced on the blog post. So it will be interesting to see if you still get, I know with Vader, it was an additional 1500 collector score. So you got 3 additional boosts. So is that going to be the same, as well as obviously the infamous snap, right? So when we think about it, Vader and snap have nothing to do with each other. The snap was obviously the brainchild because the Avengers movie was popular when Ultra was being formed, and Thanos snapping and 50% of the universe was either dead or 50% of the universe lived, right? So that's where that came from. It'll be interesting to see if they keep that perk as well, but hopefully they'll announce that, or if they're going to keep it a surprise. We're not sure yet.
Now, what do you think? U3, does it go up to 1.5 million? Do you think U1 will have another snap? Those are some of the questions I've been kind of asking. Like, as each Ultra comes in, is it going to increase? That by U5 you have to have 3 million or 3.5 million or whatever.
Yeah, I mean, hey, it's obviously there's a growth strategy for sure involved with FiGPiN, and part of it is having ultras go ahead and increase their
BMF.
Yep, buy more FiGPiNs. That's right, our buddy Bragg, man. Yeah, I mean, it'll be interesting to see what they do for sure. I'm excited to go ahead and see what it looks like, what they create to go ahead and keep the community engaged. So time will tell.
Yep.
But and I know another thing that people were upset and sad about was it's not a Bono pin for YouTube. So
with or without you.
That's with or without you. Yep. But
You
yeah,
gotta have this pin with or without you.
That would have been pretty funny though.
guys, give me 1 second. You guys can keep talking. I'm just looking for something.
Let me see if I can get this up and running.
Do we want to do we have a giveaway today for today's show?
Battle's in charge of that today, so
Rudy does have some giveaways. I'm actually trying to get YouTube up and running right now so I can watch the answers come on in. So start putting them numbers in there now.
We already know your favorite number 7.
Oh, gave away my answer.
Mrs. Pins, 4 or 5, please.
Already gave away my answer. What am I going to do now? All right.
Mrs. Pins, up to you. 5.
How do I do multi-screen?
I'm going to be sending this to you guys.
Wow.
Ooh,
It's
that
L5.
is awesome. That's
No way.
All
one of the ones I'm missing.
Oh, yay.
you
Thank
got
you.
You're welcome. Thank you guys for
Did you
joining
say
the show. We
45?
appreciate you. What was that?
She said 45. I don't know. It was weird.
Uh-oh. I lost everybody's audio.
Well, I'll go ahead and I'll send this pin to you.
Verb.
Thank you so
Oh,
much.
Thank you.
You're
That's
very welcome.
nice.
Just
There we go.
what a baller. You just have
Every time I'm
extra
with you, you get good
L4
things.
and L5 to send
Oh,
out.
this one, we're watching whatnot, and I'm just watching it. She goes, "Why aren't you bidding?" I'm like, "It's ladies' night. I really don't want to buy anything." She goes, "No." Boom, hits the thing. We win. Picks one of the random boxes out of a number, and it's one of the redemption things. Then we go in the redemption round, and everyone's people have multiple buys, and then it spins for the top prize. And not only did I get a redemption Bo-Katan because nobody wanted Star Wars, we won the grand prize, which was the Sailor Moon AP.
That's awesome. Was this
Dang,
on
nice.
was this on Tag'em or was this on Pops and Pins, or what was the
Pops and Pins?
nice?
Pops and pins.
Very nice.
Very cool.
Which is my good luck charm.
Okay. I have a question ready for y'all. Let's see if I can do this. I should be more experienced with my phone here.
So guys, we're
All right.
Rudy is giving away another pin for the evening, and Rick, Rudy's Rudy, man. That's all that we can say. Rudy is Rudy.
You need to
Rudy's
know
an
who
awesome-
Rudy is if you don't know already.
Yeah, if you
Now
don't
you
know
gotta
already,
know.
you just don't know.
All right. So, what should we give away first? I already got our XL Kingpin out. How about we put a New York Comic Con limited edition of 1,000 glitter bond up for grabs?
Very cool.
So, hopefully it doesn't change by the time I ask my question. But
Well, and
in the app,
just before you do that, and Kelsey and Mrs. Pins, you might have been seeing there was a bunch of numbers that just randomly started going ahead and being put into the chat. Well, that's thanks to Battle, and we had a giveaway a few months ago, and Battle's question was, what's my favorite number? And people just continue to go ahead and keep posting random numbers when we get to this part of the show. So Battle's a gift that just keeps on giving. All right, so we got Bond
the
from New
best.
York City
I love
Comic Con
it.
as a giveaway, thanks to Rudy. What's the question for it today?
The question is going to be, in honor of the upcoming Ultra number 2, what is the name of the user that has an Altera in the UR right now? That's a first edition.
Oh, geez. Where's you are? I don't even know this question. Altair.
Nope, I just came up with it.
I don't see an Altair in the.
I mean, unless it really just left, because I just looked it up just now. I see one by Jose Escobar, but Frankenstein, man, Frankenstein is a monster. He just wins all the time. We appreciate you always tuning in, good sir.
Yep, guys. So again, make sure we look at the live chat. So
Jose Escobar almost had it, but I believe he picked the second edition. Frankenstein came in with the Aimless Archer.
very, very
Connor
good.
came in with a close second. Do we know Connor? Has he? I don't recall that name. Does anybody else remember that?
I believe Connor's been on the show before. I'm pretty sure I recognize the name.
Awesome. Well, welcome back if
Frankenstein
you
won
have.
last week, didn't he? Or didn't they?
Frankenstein did win, I think, maybe 2 weeks ago. We can't. I mean,
Man, he wins.
yeah, we
he
can't
wins
go
all
ahead
the
and
time.
stop.
Hey.
I mean, Frankenstein, we appreciate you, man, for joining every
You're the
show.
man. Heck yeah.
Yeah, we try to go
What
ahead and
did
spread
you
this
type
out,
to
guys.
find it?
So I
It
mean,
might-
there's not much we can do if someone keeps winning. This is definitely not rigged, and like that, I literally just came up with the answer. I had to go look it up myself in the UR to see what it was.
So Frankenstein did type in there. It's ALTA, probably because the Altair, the I has that. I forget what the actual thing of it's called, but yeah.
The little double dots.
So if you just type in ALTA.
Yep.
Yeah. All right. So Frankenstein, congratulations. Hopefully you don't have this guy. Let's see. What could I come up with now?
Oh, there's more.
There's always more with Rudy. Let's see here. Oh boy, there's a bunch of them in there today.
So Mrs. Pins, before the show started, Kelsey was sharing very proud accomplishments of yours. And I hear that you are a Taekwondo, I believe he said black belt to me. So how did you get into Taekwondo? What does that look like for you now? And, you know, are you still enjoying doing karate?
Yeah, I started when I was a little kid. My parents put my brother in first because he was being bullied. So then I started, and then my parents started after that. So we opened up a club as a family, and then it grew into a storefront, and then we opened up 3 more schools after that. So I own mine in Marlboro over here.
That's
and
awesome.
yeah, I love it.
That's cool. So I mean,
She's being very humble.
Yeah, I mean, not only are you like literally can kick ass, you're kicking ass as a business owner too.
True.
That is awesome.
Very cool.
Very nice.
Thanks.
All right, I'm ready for my next question. So hopefully it won't change. If it does,
And also,
what
we'll
to
just go
say.
ahead and we'll put this out there before Battle says the question. Frankenstein, please do not answer. I don't want to be mean,
If you
but let's
wanna,
try to go ahead and get another winner out there, my friend.
hey, you're a G. Keep answering. We'll get you. We do appreciate you always paying attention, though. It is awesome to see the luck. Skill, not luck. All right, so in the app leaderboard this week, in honor of my lucky number 7, who's in 7th place? Who has the 7th place pin this week in the scorecard?
Much better. Go ahead. Go ahead, sit over there.
Including AP's battle?
I think that's what I have up on mine. Yeah.
Okay, so this week in the leaderboard, the top 50 pins showing AP number 7 in the leaderboard, please.
I see some people come in. I think I see Van Harris with the
Yep.
win.
I see Van Harris as first as well with Zetsuing. And guess what, guys? That pin is an Ultra Vader.
Heck yeah.
Van Harris,
Another
man,
ultra
congratulations.
question. Maybe you see what we're getting here.
Very cool. So what
All
was
right,
the pin
so-
that we were giving away? Not we
V.
were, but
Harris.
what's Rudy?
These are kind of two
pin,
high like pins, but I don't want to give you one that you may already have. So how about you take a pick? We got a mini Hedwig, and we have our Vegeta number
Harry Potter.
6363 from Toy Temple.
Very cool, V. Harris. So if you want to go ahead and reach out to us, you have a choice between Hedwig or the Vegeta Toy Temple exclusive. And we'll go
Yeah,
ahead
if
and
you'll
get
just put in the comments real quick, let me know which one, and then which one you don't pick, we'll give the other one away.
awesome.
Hey, y'all, can I make a donation?
Absolutely.
We're not going to.
I saw some people saying they didn't get a chance to get this pen. I also have one that's just been sitting for extra. I would like to, have y'all do a giveaway. You want to come up with a question?
Oh
Damn.
man. Can we put you on the spot for a question? Because I'm terrible at it.
Oh, man. I'm all about the Star
Think
Wars.
about it.
Um,
Ooh, hey, do you have any Star Wars trivia?
she's like, I don't know.
Van Harris
I
said
did it. Oh,
Hedwig, please.
man.
Van Harris for the Hedwig?
Yep.
All right, V Harris, if you would just reach out to either with the Fig Pin or myself, let me know where to send it. I appreciate it.
This is going to be an easy one, probably. All right. Yeah. You know what? I got one related to the show.
Awesome.
All right.
Earlier in the show, I mentioned my favorite pin. Y'all asked me what my favorite pen was.
Ooh,
So if somebody
That's a
got
good
that
one.
question,
let me.
I
keep
showed
watching
one,
the
then I showed
chat
another
here.
one.
All right. So, guys, Darth Pins had shared earlier in the show today what was his favorite. He showed us what his favorite pin was. So, go ahead and start saying
Someone's close. Professor FiGPiN, it was the one after that. Oh. Jib Steezy.
Jib.
Jib Steezy got the white boba. All right, guys. Yeah, so we're looking at the live chat. That was Darth Pin's
Nice.
favorite
That is such a
pin.
good looking pin.
So, Jib Steezy, you are the proud owner now of the Bond, right? Bond was from New York City Comic Con. Very cool. Well, that's awesome, man. Kelsey, you did not have to do that. That was obviously not planned at all. So thank you so much for going ahead and doing that. If you can reach out to Gypsy Darth _pins with a Z at the end on Discord to go ahead and get Kelsey your information, he will go ahead and get that sent out to you.
Yep, I do have Jib Steezy's information. I've dealt with him before, and I'll DM him right after the show.
Awesome.
There you go.
Very cool.
All right, I have the last question for the giveaway ready.
Here we go. I thought we were going to stop there, but Battle's being generous today, or I guess Rudy's being generous today.
It's Rudy, yeah. I mean, hey, Hedwig was picked, so we still got a glitter Vegeta to give away. I forget how many this one's of, but he has some super cool hairdo. Gotta love him. All right, so in the UR, how can I say this cool? Ultra Vader. Somebody did a snap. I don't think I have any pins in to collect that snap, unfortunately, but who was it? What's the name of the user that snapped?
When? What time? Today? Right now?
I only see one in there, so yeah, pretty much right now.
Oh, I see it. Oh man, I don't know if Robert Gibbons' phone went ahead and auto corrected it, or if he made a mistake there.
Shark tasting.
Oh, yum.
It's a soup.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, it's battle. It's totally up to you, but it looks like Robert Gibbons had the right answer, but his phone possibly went ahead, or however, whatever he's typing on possibly went ahead and auto corrected to shark tasting. The answer is sharktastic.
Yeah, he says my phone screwed me.
Hey,
Oh,
I hate autocorrect, but it gets the best of us. I think Connor was the next one in with actual Sharktastic. So why don't we throw it his way, and we'll ask everybody to join again and catch the fixes.
Awesome. Well, Connor Bernard, if you can go ahead and please reach out, and Robert, man, we apologize, man.
Everyone
Yeah,
saying,
that sucks so bad.
everyone said give it to Robert in the chat. Everyone's saying give it to Robert.
Well then, how about Robert, reach out to me. I'll find another pin from Rudy for you.
All right, Robert and Connor. So you just both won, man. Congratulations, guys. We appreciate you both. So cool. Guys, man, I know we're way past an hour. So, and Mrs. Pins, we apologize for taking Kelsey away for a little bit longer than we planned, but thank you so much for joining us as well. Is there anything that you guys
I would like to say?
Go ahead.
I was just going to say, I really appreciate you joining too. I had a really fun time. We've always joked that we're going to do a couples What the Fig Pin show at some point. So this might be the little motivation we needed. It was awesome.
Oh, thanks for having me.
Definitely. Is there anything that you
She
guys
always
wanted
asks
to
me.
share before we left?
What's the favorite thing you always ask me when you come home when I'm on my phone?
What?
Flipping.
Oh yeah. Anytime he comes in the house, I'm like, "What are you doing? You flipping? You snapping?
You flipping and snapping.
What's going on?" Even though I don't really know what that even is. What's the other word you say?
That's awesome.
Flipping, snapping, cohorting.
Oh, and cohorting.
Yep. That's too
What
funny.
does all that mean? And that's kind of crazy, especially like if you don't know what's going on. There's a learning curve to FiGPiN. That's for darn sure.
Oh, I believe it. And he tries to explain it to me, and I'm like, I don't know what you're saying.
Guys, so but there is one thing that I do have to share, and someone just brought it up in the chat, which is Goon. So if you remember when Chris from Pops and Pins was a sponsor for our show in October and November, there was a What the FiGPiN mystery box. It included the another, oh my gosh, was it the Ayazawa? It was a Demon Slayer.
Exclusive.
What was his Demon Slayer? His Akaza. I'm sorry. His Akaza, an exclusive. So he was throwing another AP out there. So if you bought the mystery bundle, you were entered into a chance to get the AP Akaza. And then there was also a What the FiGPiN mystery secondary prize to it. Chris has shared with me all of the What the FiGPiN bundles have sold out now. And he has shared, these are not the pins, these are my pins, but I wanted to go ahead and show what the prize was, the secondary prize. So there will be 2 grand prize winners, and the secondary prize winner will go ahead and be receiving a set of the Hello Kitty Halloween pins that are going to go ahead and be eligible for the FiGPiN Bones logo. So Chris will go ahead and be running. We'll be running a prize wheel to go ahead and pick those winners, as he does with all his bundles. So make sure that you're taking a look for, keeping an eye out for that. But Chris, we appreciate you again. Everyone that purchased the What the FiGPiN bundle, thank you so much. So again, there are going to be 2 winners. One person will go ahead and win a AP Akaza, and then the other winner will go ahead and receive all 5 of the Halloween Kitty. The Halloween Kitty, not the
bones.
Rewind. Press play. Another winner will receive the Halloween Hello Kitty set. So keep an eye out for when that goes ahead. If anyone caught the reference and can tell me what it is. No, nothing. No one watches Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. Oh my gosh, guys! Gene Wilder, such
Haven't
an
seen
amazing
it in a
man.
long time.
Huge disappointment, guys.
Thank
Huge disappointment. But
nothing.
Kelsey and Mrs. Pins, it truly has been a pleasure. Thank you guys so much. To everyone that's in the chat, we appreciate you greatly. Alex and Battle, we can't go ahead and do this amazing stuff without you. So, you know, my appreciation and love for you both, as always, every week. Do
Love
you
to
guys
be
have
here.
anything to
Thank
share
you,
to end the
everybody in
show?
the chat.
Alex? Nothing? Okay. Battle, do you have anything to end the show?
Oh man, I was already going. Rudy, thank you guys very much. To all our viewers, love you guys. Have a great holiday. Mr. and Ms. Darth Pins, thank you so much for being on the show. Alex, John, always a pleasure. I'll see you again here in a week or so.
Definitely. And Kelsey and Mrs. Pins, I'm not sure if you've seen the show till this far in the show, but our roots started in a group that we are part of. It was FiGPiN Boosters, and we had this live show being featured as FiGPiN Boosters, and then we morphed into the FiGPiN. But we always go ahead and go back to our roots by finishing every show with saying "Boost Awesome." Battle will do a countdown. Are you okay with going ahead and shouting that out as we finish the show?
Let's do it.
Boost Awesome. All right. Battle, I'll leave it up to you guys. Have a great evening. We will catch you next week.
Good night in 3, 2, 1.
Boost Awesome.
Who's
Boost
Battle
awesome.
awesome.
Have a great night, everyone.
Heck yeah. Good night, everybody.
Great.